Hello and welcome to
Wake Up Missoula. Good morning, everyone.
I was just trying to throw you guys off real quick for this Friday.
Good morning.
Yeah, we got a great weekend ahead of us, but today we have a whole bunch of things we want to talk about. The big first news is that we've made an extension on the Creative Cat film video. That's probably like one of the first times I've actually said it right. The deadline is now April 22nd.
April 22nd.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time to get your Creative Cat video. We got advertisements going out to Z100. We're dropping off posters all over these animal clinics.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, I'll tell my friends.
yeah.
Get
It'd be
it
great. Post them up. Beanie Arts college students would love to win $365,
Whoa.
or the equivalent of a fancy feast every single day.
For
Yes.
the rest, for a year.
For a
Give
year.
your cat.
A year of cat food.
What other
Present.
prizes do you have going on?
We have mugs, we have t-shirts. Oh, we have little cozies from Zoo City Apparel. We have we have a lot of different great stuff from the Green Light, Zoo City Apparel, Bernice's Bakery, and the Animal Clinic. They're all our sponsors right now. We might gain more sponsors along the way. That's about it for when I'm talking about the Creative Cat Film Contest. You just have to email your information to contest@mcat.org, whether it is your link, just a way so we can actually see the video.
Come on, guys.
Yep.
Bring out those Creative Cat videos.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
And for more information, log on to mcat.org, scroll on down to the Creative Cat Contest. You can see the video. You can go to our link. Also, we have our Facebook page that you're more than welcome to like, because you can't hate our Facebook page. You can definitely like our Facebook page.
Remember when you used to not be able to not like things on Facebook? Remember that?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
I do. Yeah, I remember when you weren't able to like
You were
comments.
you were able to unlike things.
Yeah.
But you're not able to unlike our page. You're only able to like it.
Yeah.
Unless the
You should
people who like our page are just like, I'll show you.
I love the fact that you can like comments
Yeah.
on stuff. That's
Yeah.
fun.
I like to like comments.
I like to like
on my
comments too.
every time someone comments on a post that I have on my wall, I just like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, sometimes I like
How
my
often
own
do you
posts.
guys like your own comments? Like, I never like my
yeah,
comments.
all
It's
the
like the
time.
cardinal sin of just like saying, I'm lonely. I need to like myself.
All the time. I do it all the time. I'm not lonely. I just think it's funny.
All right, so I'm going to show you one of our new episodes. It's part 2 of our an ongoing series here from the university, and it's going to be on tonight on MCAT. And here's a little snippet of it.
The 3 big killers are the 3 things that you can do to decrease premature mortality in children. The first of these is sanitation, which really has to do with engineering.
So this is Tom Bulger, and he's talking about the global health in the global south, which is South Africa. It's basically, the subtext is Montana's mountains beyond mountains. So the big issue is sanitation with what's going on in the world in, I think it's South Sudan, but they're talking about how the biggest killer is of children and how like they live in unsanitary areas. And like it's mostly the water. They gotta find ways to clean the water. And what he said is that we need engineers, like better engineering, because they have different ways of showing water. And here I'll show you a little quick. See, as you can see, you have the clean glass of water. That's an example of us. And this is how they deal with their water right here to the left.
Wow.
And I filmed this the other day, and they just keep on filtering as much as they physically can because they don't have the technology at this point. And a lot of times it's like a lot of diseases that are happening are sanitation diseases. It's like it's really easy for them to get cured, and if they do have these kind of like infections, cholera, it's all because fecal matter. It's all the
Wow.
fecal matter that's in their water supply.
It makes us really realize how fortunate we are to just be able to have clean water to use to wash in.
Yeah, and anybody can tell you that if you look at history, you can totally see how our life expectancy increased just because of our sanitation. And I suggest that anybody reads the book The Jungle, it talks about the meat packing industry in the 1920s and 30s.
Upton Sinclair's.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a good read about how sanitation is and how it deals with like workers in that time.
America, we've got our own water issues. It's just gonna get worse.
Yeah, California's out of water.
Yeah.
Trying to buy our water. I don't know.
All right, and now I'm gonna somewhat end my segment with some art. I'm going to be talking about it, and here's it. So this is some of the art from the Missoula Art Museum that Rick Phillip, one of our staff members here at MCAT, shot. He goes around, shoots a couple of the photos of the museum just to give people a taste of what they can expect by going to the MAM. And today, all his shoots were at the MAM. And the first one is the use of perspective, the MAM's permanent collections. And it's going to be running until April 6th. And Karen Goulet and I talked about this in one of our first test shows, and she's talking about some of the African art. As you can hear, some of the music's a little bit African as well. It's a great collection. It's going on at the MAM. I'm not sure exactly how long it's going to be, but from what I remember, it's going to go on until June. And then followed by Under Pressure, Contemporary Prints from the collection of Jordan D. Schultzer. And I will show you, again, the same video I showed of him from our very first episode of when, during our blizzard, he talked about art, what it means to him, and I'm going to show a little piece of that right now.
Hey, look around you. Abstract art is all around you, not just in museums, not just on paper and canvases. Look around at those fabulous mountains around this community. God, they're the most gorgeous abstract shapes you've ever seen. Second of all, bulls, just like us people, maybe we're made of lots of complex parts and pieces. And don't be so quick to just simply judge a bull as just a bull. Maybe it's a complicated bull, just like we're complicated people.
Well, there you go. And I'll just show that amount because you can see the whole entire video on our episode from last week.
That looks like it was really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun to watch. And then there was a bunch of kids in the earlier shoot because I did a morning shoot and a night shoot. And It was really good. And he talked about art, and he didn't. He talked to the kids like he talked to the adults. Just straightforward. No BS.
That's good. Kids can tell BS.
Oh yeah, they can see it all
They'll
the
call
way.
you out on it too.
But you have a couple of things you want to talk about.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff going on this weekend. So tonight at 5:30 at the ZAC, there is a silk screening night. No registration is required and a donation is suggested. It's the ZAC is located 235 North 1st Street West, next to the Kettle House on the north side. That's at 5:30. That should be really fun. And at 9 p.m. tonight at the Union, there's Russ Nassett and the Revelators. This is no cover, and they're like a country rock band. That'll be pretty fun. I love the Union. Do you guys go to the Union often?
Sometimes, yeah.
I like it. It's fun to dance there. And then at Monk's at 9 p.m., we have Dead Hipster Presents I Love the 90s, which I have been to this a couple times, and it's really fun.
Yeah,
it's just like great 90s music all night long, and everyone's really into it. And they have dollar drinks until midnight and the $3 cover. So if you're 21 and older and get out there, it's pretty fun. Yeah. And then at the Badlander tonight at 5 p.m., we have Miller Creek, the Box Cutters, and the Hasslers. This is to support a nonprofit, Image Missoula. And $5 cover, 9 p.m. Yeah, they're good bands, good local bands. That'll be fun too. And then tomorrow is Sean Kelly's is having a St. Patrick's Day kickoff block party. St. Patrick's Day is on Monday. And so there's a run for the luck of it, and brunch starts at noon. There's brunch until noon. There will be a Celtic menu served all day. At 2 p.m., Shakewell and Ticket Sauce Brigade will play live outside. And at 5:30 p.m., they'll have Irish music by Cooten Hill. At 8:30 p.m., they'll have Tennis and the Rusty Nails. And throughout the day, the Celtic Dragon Pipe Band will play. So that'll be a good time. You should go check that out.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm going to eat some Celtic food and dance around. And there's a St. Patrick's Day parade, too. That is on Saturday. Starts at noon on the corner of Broadway and Higgins, and it'll go up to Beckwith and Higgins. And it just celebrates St. Patrick's Day and Irish culture. And there's a bunch of stuff going on all week, right,
Yeah.
Josh, that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah, it's Irish Week, so it's
Yeah.
been, I mean, just last night they had the Irish Film Festival at the Roxy's.
Oh, did you get to go to that?
I did not, but I wanted to.
Yeah, I did too. Too bad of responsibilities
Yeah.
instead. Yeah. And then, we have the Chamberlain Rail Jam this weekend.
Yep.
This will host 60 snowboarders and skiers to compete against each other for a few prizes. It starts on tonight, on Friday. At 3 p.m., there's a ski warm-up. And then 4 p.m. is the ski preliminaries. At 5 p.m., there's a snowboarding warm-up, and at 6 p.m., there's a snow preliminaries, and that's at Caris Park. I can imagine they'll be bringing in snow since we have none, and it's now spring. And then Saturday, at 3 p.m., will be the snowboarding warm-ups, and 4 p.m. will be the snowboarding finals, and then 5 p.m. will be the ski warm-ups, and 6 p.m. will be the ski finals. And they have a bunch of music, Mimosa, Antene, G. Jones, David Dalla G, and the Trap Drawer Project. I'm pretty sure the music starts at 7. Yeah, that'll be fun. And the first place winner gets $400. Second place winner gets $200. And the third place winner gets $100. And we've got a little video of it here for you guys to check out.
Here we go. Oh, it's buffering.
Ooh.
Wow, that was gnarly.
That was gnarly.
So you have stuff like that
So
at the Rail Jam.
Yeah, expect to see that and more. And
Hopefully people won't be crashing.
Hey, listen to some cute music. Like, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
That
to
was a
check
little
it
taste
out.
of last year, and hopefully we get a lot of good, great stuff this year.
Yeah.
It's always fun to check out. They bring a whole bunch of snow, and of course, if you've seen it outside, there's like no snow really.
Yeah.
Incredible athletes, though. Really.
Yeah, they
Those
really
guys
are.
are like ninjas.
And you win prizes, like you win some money. Why wouldn't you want to? But yeah, it's too bad that they didn't do it a couple weeks ago in that blizzard.
Yeah.
Blizzard Rail
Well,
Jam.
now people can all come out and it'll be nice temperatures and it'll just be synthetic snow.
Yeah.
Man-made.
Great.
Cool, yeah, let's switch it up.
And let's talk about a little bit of weather, Josh. What can people expect to see this today and tomorrow?
Okay, let's see. All right, so the current weather conditions, it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, some rain and snow likely, a high of 48, that'll be nice. Tomorrow, there's snow likely with a low of 30 degrees. So, kind of late winter, early spring like weather conditions. It's not as warm as personally I would like it to be, but it looks like Saturday is going to warm up with a high of 51 degrees, and Saturday night it's going to drop down to 28, and then on Sunday it's going to be 53, a high of 53. So looks like we're going to have a nice weekend.
Nice, perfect. That'd be great for all the fun events going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't have any homework.
Yes.
So what do you got for us today, Josh?
So yeah, what I've
terms
got
of-
for you.
I kind of looked over there, and I saw that you had some Missoula City Council stuff.
Yes,
going
yes, I do have some news from Missoula City Council. So basically, this week in City Council, the council made a motion to set a public hearing to discuss a resolution of intention to create a perpetual citywide special district entitled Public Safety and Justice District Number 1. And The first soundbite I have is from City Council member John Wilkins.
But before this, it's kind of unclear. That's quite a mouthful you just said there. What are they trying to? Just kind of as a brief.
Sure. So, what they're trying to do is they're trying to create a citywide special district, which is really they're going to increase tax, or they want to increase taxes so that they can give funding to the police and fire departments. The fire department needs new trucks, and the police department needs a new public safety building. So what happened on this week's city council meeting was they met and decided, hey, we should have a public hearing. Let's set a motion to have a public hearing. So what you're going to see here is a discussion not only to debate over whether or not there should be a special district. It will also be to debate whether or not there should be a public hearing. So again, here's the first soundbite. It's from John Wilkins, and he's not in favor of the special district. He's not in favor of setting a public hearing for it. He is for the city council passing a referendum to put a bond forward to the voters. He's afraid that the special district will just create more taxes and not ultimately fund a new public safety building. He thinks that the special district is, quote, a Band-Aid. So let's hear from John Wilkins.
And as far as this public district is, it's putting a Band-Aid on the problem that we have. And it's also going to be there forever. A bond, you put it up, you pay for what you need, and once that payment's over with, it's done. And so you look at the street district, and in my understanding, it went up 120% since it's been initiated a couple of years ago. And that's what this one is going to do. It's not going to build a new building for them. It's just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. And I think this should be up to the voters if they want this special district, for the voters to say yes or no on it.
All right, so that was John Wilkins. So we're going to hear from another city council member, Adam Hertz. And Adam Hertz thinks that the city funding priorities are mixed up and that the funding should not come from the taxpayers. He thinks the special district will push people out of the city and diminish the tax base. And he also thinks things need to be reprioritized in order to pay for essential services such as the fire department and police department. So let's hear from Adam Hertz.
Just want to point out one interesting thought here is that the mayor has offered up that the city could potentially lose about $800,000 on a condemnation lawsuit with Mountain Water, and of course Mountain Water says it could be well over $1 million. The city recently lost a lawsuit on South Avenue to the tune of $337,000. When you add those two numbers together, you meet or exceed the amount of money that they're seeking for the special district. So I think really it's not necessarily a lack of funds here. I think it's a lack of being able to prioritize needs for essential city services. And so the need's there, but we're not willing to make difficult decisions that come along with budgeting because we have a generous community. But the more we squeeze our generous community, the harder it is for them to make it here, and folks start moving out of town. Our tax base gets smaller, and it's a vicious cycle, and it has to stop at some point in time because people are literally getting run out of the city limits. And it's not hyperbole. I hear that a lot from people. They're moving out to the county, or not just moving out to the county, moving out of the county entirely.
All right, so that was City Council Member Adam Hertz. The next person we're going to hear from is City Council Member Jason Weiner. And he thinks that the current situation is not the result of inadequate prioritizing, but the result of the taxpayers consistently sharing at the ballot box the desire for high-quality public services. He is in favor of the special district and in favor of a public hearing. To him, the special district is an economical compromise that will save the city money. So let's hear from Jason Weiner. And this is also a rebuttal to Adam Hertz's comment. So let's
I don't think that we're at this place because we've failed to adequately prioritize our current spending. I think we're at this place because we're a community that's growing, and we're a community that has consistently at the ballot box expressed an interest in a high level of quality services. And I think if anything is going to drive people out of the city, it's an unwillingness to provide the level of service that people have expressed that they want us to provide. And as an empirical question, it hasn't started to shrink our tax base. And our tax base is growing even outside of urban renewal districts and especially within them. So I don't see a need certainly to change course at this point. I'll support the public hearing.
All right, so that was Jason Weiner. The next city council member we're going to hear from is Marilyn Marler, and basically she has insight from working with the mayor and hearing a presentation from the chief and the chief of fire department and the assistant chief of the police department. In order to give them respect, she wants to hold a public hearing so people can hear their rationale, which Marler believes to be compelling and educational. So let's take a listen from what Marilyn Marler has to say.
When I first heard about the proposal to do this public safety and justice district, my first question to the mayor is, why don't we do this as a bond, since that's the traditional way of paying for some of this stuff? And he said, and we had the staff presentation from the assistant police chief and our fire chief. They came and gave us a presentation with some compelling reasons why that might not be the best way to go for these needs that they have identified. And I think we owe it to them as the police chief and assistant fire, the assistant police chief and the fire chief. I think we owe it to them to have a public hearing so people can hear their rationale. It was educational for me, so I'll support the public hearing. I think it's worthy of a public discussion of how these decisions are made.
All right, so that was Marilyn Marler. So ultimately the motion passed with a 10-2 vote in favor of setting a public hearing for March 24th. So that is what happened at City Council this week.
Wow.
That sounds good, yeah.
Pretty intense debate over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I understand that the police department and all that stuff, because you showed the video, like, last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to check it out, it basically talks about the
essential needs.
The needs of them.
Yeah.
I can understand that the police department definitely would need a new room, new buildings for their evidence locker, because they said it's right by the pipe, like the Missoula like sewage pipe or something like that, and if that bursts, it'll basically ruin all the evidence. And yeah,
that's a lot of money too to shell out, and I just hope that we can get it.
Yeah, I mean, as a disclaimer, all of the city council members agree that these are essential needs that the fire department and the police department need, but they don't agree on how they're going to meet those needs. In other words, they don't agree on where the money is coming from. So,
yeah, it's going to be up there for sure. We're going to have to figure out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I'll definitely. Yeah. I'll definitely stay involved with this and keep reporting on it, and we'll see what happens coming up here on March 24th.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, I'm going to trade you spots because I have a special video I want to show Josh Minnie. Well, as you know, that we always have interesting guests come into Missoula, in and out throughout the years. We always have, people from different stature, different walks of life. We've had Obama, we've had Cal Penn come here. I know it's like comparing Obama to Cal Penn, but of course they're connected because Cal Penn actually came through here and talked about it. If you didn't know Cal Penn, then he's the guy from Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've had different kinds of people come through here. People who actually live through here. But this one I want to show Josh, and it's going to be From the Vault.
Oh, wow. My hero.
Oh, yeah, I love
it. It was freshman year when I got to college, and I don't think I would have made it through without her. She was a native Missoulian. She was ferociously funny, intensely intelligent, impossibly elegant, a masterful musician. She played the cello. Her name was Cynthia Louise Herbig. She was the daughter of Hal and Lois Herbig.
So here you go. Amy Goodman came. This is from the vault, and Amy Goodman visited Missoula, Montana back in 2009, and she has strong ties, of course, from what you heard from the cellist Herbig. And Herbig is a big name here in Missoula. Hal Herbig was the main guy who created the jazz bands here in Missoula. There was like a big band era in Missoula, if you can believe that. And he had a son, and he had other family. Gary Herbig, who plays the saxophone for Lisa Simpson.
Oh, wow. Cool.
From The Simpsons.
Nice. Yeah, I really like Amy Goodman. I've always liked Democracy Now!
Yeah. And speaking of Democracy Now! Is on MCAT.
Yep.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we stream her stuff on here as well. And
as well as some other, it's all part of Free Speech TV, right? Or is Democracy Now! A separate entity?
Free Speech TV, Democracy Now! Is probably like a subtext of Free Speech TV as well. We have a lot of great programming here on MCAT. We also stream the Arts channel. Like between our show, it's called Arts. Yeah. And it shows art stuff between like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then we're on until 9. Then they're on again for another hour or two. And then we go over to other programming as well. So we try to utilize other programming that is free across the nation, just kind of show what we can show. Let's see, how much more time do we have? That's the question.
Got a couple minutes.
We got 2 minutes.
I don't have time to show that, so let's see.
You know, one time I went to the mayor's office to do a shoot, and he was watching Free Speech TV on MCAT. I was pretty proud.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah, and we're running out of time for our show. I just want to say that then again, there's the Creative Cat Film Contest. 2 in a row that we're doing, and top prize is $365. Submit your video to contest@mcat.org. Video must be no longer than 2 minutes long. We have a lot of great stuff. If you can't win the top prize, you guys have many other consolation prizes to go through. Go to our website. It's on Facebook, Wake Up Missoula, and you can also check us out on our MCAT page on Facebook as well, so you can see that we post both on our Wake Up Missoula page and on our MCAT page as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, check it out, you guys.
Yeah, it's a lot of great information, a lot of just like very hyper-local Missoula stuff.
And check out those events that are going on, everyone. It's going to be a really fun weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be...
As Josh told us, the weather's going to be nice.
The weather, yeah.
So get out there, everyone. And I hope you all have a really good weekend and a great Friday. We'll see you Monday morning.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
And for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramf.
I'm Noelle McAvoy.
I'm Josh Menny.
And have a